G'day, just wanted to do a video on this computer here. So this doesn't belong to me, belongs to a friend, and his friend pulled it out of an e-waste skip. So this thing was being skipped, and I think it was not too sure how long ago, but in any event, it belonged to him, and then I think my friend traded him it was a MacBook Pro with a broken touch bar or something like that for it, and now it's here on the workbench being repaired. So essentially the main problem, the thing that brought it in was just it needed work. Initially it needed an SSD put in, it needed Windows installed and all that fun stuff. But either way, SSD's in, Windows is installed, and I then got everything all set up, and I thought I'd do some testing and benchmarks, which was where things started to go wrong. So essentially the problem with this is either the graphics card, which is actually the second suspect, but my first suspect is, believe it or not, the power supply. So, for context, the specs of this computer are an i7 4770. For the record, my daily driver is a 4770K. So, this is an ASUS Z87-Deluxe, compared to mine having a Z87 Pro4 from ASRock. This one's ASUS, not ASRock, but yeah, it has better VRMs definitely than my board, but and has Wi-Fi built in and all that fun stuff. But yeah, the graphics card is a 470 RX470 compared to me actually recently upgrading to a Vega 64, which I will show later in this video as a bit of an added little extra. But either way, the problem with this is I'll load up a benchmark. I went with Unigine Valley, since it's the more or less the age of the system. This is from 2013, 2014, benchmarks from 2013. So yeah, and the only configuration I was able to get it running on was low, and with DirectX 11. So essentially what it was doing, and the reason why I suspect power supply, is because the computer it'd be running, and then the power supply, or just the whole computer would shut off if it was trying, like if I run a benchmark on it. So either way, I'll just do a quick little on-camera demo of that, and then I've had enough of this thing, so I'm not really going to be working on it anymore for tonight, but maybe tomorrow I might swap some parts out. I've got a spare graphics card, have a spare power supply in a system, but I don't really feel like pulling it out. But if it comes to that, I will do that, just to do a basic, quick and dirty little test on it. But yeah. Alright, here's the system running. It's got a whopping 200mm fan at the top, and then speed controls in the case. So I could go press high there. The fan starts spinning fast, and then up to low, and the fans go back to their normal speed. But either way, yeah, stuck just standard Windows 10 64-bit on here. I think it was running 11 beforehand, but yeah, which isn't technically supported on 4th gen Intel, but yeah. Meow. Which isn't technically supported on the 4th gen Intel, but yeah, will run on there fine. I mean, the system requirements that Windows 11 has are just complete bullcrap. So, yeah. But either way, I thought, it could be causing stability issues because it was doing the same thing with 11. So I thought maybe it's just. I thought initially because of how it was described that I thought it was just something to do with the computer blue screening and restarting, but no, the computer will actually literally shut off and then turn back on. But yeah, which to me sounds like a power supply issue, but I want to pursue graphics first because it's just easier to swap out a graphics card than it is to pull out a whole power supply and cut cable ties and stick a new one in there, tie it back up, only to find out that it wasn't your power supply all along when your motherboard's dead or whatever. But either way, yeah, see that the VRMs on the board are fairly nice. Another heatsink underneath there, hidden, but other cooler. But anyway, I'll do a full listing of the system specs in the description below. But I think while I'm at it, I might as well chuck my system specs, updated system specs, in there too. But either way, enough ramble. We've got Valley Benchmark here, and what I'll do, I think I was playing around with this and I changed it to OpenGL and then low quality. But either way, I think I might need a mouse for this. So just went in hoping I could go through it mouseless, but I think I'll have to get a mouse. Okay, here we go. Being a developer who carries around interactive samples of his work, I've oftentimes got a mouse on hand, so people don't have to deal with dicky trackpads. But either way, go back to DirectX 11. I think I was testing it at medium, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and run this. Yep, the computer just dies and starts up again, and then essentially just has to boot up again. So yeah, first suspect is obviously power supply, but I will change the GPU just in case it's that. But yeah, here we go with my PC. This is the new graphics card that I've got in there. It's a Radeon RX Vega, so yeah, water cooled, and then there's the radiator at the back. I had to install some dampening pads for the fan because it was a little bit rattly, but either way, yeah. The previous owner still does have the screws, but I'll have to get them off him at some point. But yeah, pretty much the only thing that's really changed about the PC. But once again, I'll stick the specs in the video description. But yeah, thanks for watching.